All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon from Los Angeles, California here. Saturday morning. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from and hit the thumbs up button for YouTube. Let's see, we've got Mafoose from Laurel, Maryland. Lorna Vasquez. Court Gomes, Florida, Guyana. All right, congratulations, Mafoose. You have a new person signing up on Monday. Nicholas Martinson from Sweden. Lorna Vasquez, Melinda McAdams. Michael Williams from Indiana. Good morning, everybody. Ron Ross, Charlotte. Robert Wood, Baltimore. Barbara Brown, Vallejo, California. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestions. And it is up to you to do your own research and make your own decision. Bethany Gibbs, Seattle. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make it happen? Make a decision, stay focused, take action, and don't get distracted. Now, this is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, so let me get screen share going. We are on the countdown to Christmas. This year has gone by extremely fast. But at the same time, done a whole lot this year. I was just talking to my wife about it. You know, we're reflecting on 2018 from a business crypto standpoint. From that standpoint, it was like WTF for all of 2018. From a personal standpoint, it's been pretty good. I've been to, how many 3 countries, I don't know, 14, 15 cities, traveling around the country, creating a new company. And a lot's been done this year. So I'm looking forward to 2019 reaping the benefits of what 2018 we've been sowing. You know, you got to sow your seed and you got to water it. And a lot of times you can be watering it and nothing happens. You don't see any growth and you can get frustrated, but you got to keep watering that seed. And then all of a sudden it starts to sprout. That's what 2018 has been, in my opinion. But yeah, Mafus, let's see, I went to London, Denmark, Sweden. That's international. Let's see, where else I've been to? Phoenix, Vegas, San Francisco, San Jose, Santa Clara, Chicago, Milwaukee, Denver, Dallas, Philly, Delaware. Where am I missing? Interestingly, I have not been down southeast. No Florida or Georgia 2018. And in Atlanta, you know, that's some stomping ground. So I gotta make that happen for 2019. All right. Let's look at those markets this morning. What's going on? I did not do a crypto talk last night, so it's been 24 hours. I think when I did it yesterday, the market was at 101 billion. Still at 101 billion. BTC dominance 55.3%. Yeah, look at that. Only a negative 1% change over the last 24 hours. So it's been flat for 24 hours for most. Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash is having a deep sell-off. Before, they were just hitting that $80 mark. Now, Cash is $76, SV $66. Let's see, Tron, Cardano, IOTA. Who's having a good day? DEX up 27%. 10X, Waves is up 6%. Litecoin is up 2%. IOTA, EOS, some top 20 coins that's up. Who's having a worse day? Mobile Go, Bitcoin SV, Augur, Ontology. You know what, Craig Wright? You might want to rethink your strategy because I still think he's one of the primary reasons to help push this market all the way down, because he even said, oh, I'll see it all the way to $1,500 a coin for Bitcoin. Augur, Aux, Ontology, NEM, Bitcoin Cash, Stellar. What is ETN doing? ETN is basically flat. What about KBC? It's up 6%. So it's crossed that 1 cent mark at least. All right, the market looks completely flat. Let's look at even more real-time data here. Last price, 31.87. 24-hour high, 32.74. It was squeezing all yesterday and then dipped. Remember we saw that 74 Bitcoin buy order? I don't see them on the board anymore. We got 30 Bitcoin there. We got the bot that's there at 50 Bitcoin. Let's see, any sell orders. So that was a whale that came in and bought Bitcoin on the cheap. 70-something Bitcoin on the cheap. Think about that. There's a difference between buying 70 Bitcoin at $3,200 a coin and 70 Bitcoin at $8,000 a coin. There's a huge difference. So that person came up big time. 31 Bitcoin on the market for a buy order, and 50, that's the bot. So it's interesting here. The way this chart is looking from the volume, this sucker should rise all the way back up. Sell, 3187. All right, let's look at some news. U.S. Coinbase customers can make instant free crypto to cash transfers to PayPal. Now we're talking about exposing this to a whole lot more people. Most people have at least a PayPal account. Coinbase, the largest U.S.-based crypto exchange, partnered with payments platform PayPal to enable instant, free, wait, you see that word there, free? Crypto to cash withdrawals for U.S. customers. So I'm assuming, and I'll keep reading this, but I'm assuming you attach your PayPal account to your Coinbase office, and when you want to withdraw, this is actually kind of smart. Instead of it being withdrawn directly to your bank account, it's being withdrawn into your PayPal account, which then you can withdraw to your bank account. Why would they use that step? What's the strategy here? Let me keep reading. And it happens immediately. I like that. These withdrawals are not only fast, they're free and incur no fees. Project manager Alan Osgood wrote on Coinbase's blog. Now, moving your crypto to cash is easier and more affordable than ever. You know what that also does, though, why I do like that? Let's say, for example, you're with a bank, and the bank really does not like seeing crypto transactions on their statements and whatnot. And they know if you got something coming from Coinbase, they know that's a crypto transaction. That's the reason why I don't use Coinbase to withdraw money into my bank account. But if you have it redirected to PayPal, and then you send the money from PayPal to your bank account, it shows up as a PayPal transaction and not a Coinbase crypto transaction. That's very, very convenient. Still ain't going to convince me to use, let me think about this. Because all the other ones like Uphold is doing the same thing unless they add a PayPal feature. Let me think about this now. Because I don't like using Coinbase, because Coinbase, once you go past a certain amount, they report it to the IRS. But if you're paying your taxes anyway, that shouldn't be an issue. So what if I use that for PayPal instead? I'm going to think on that. New strategy. Facilitating an open financial system. Before, you needed an ACH automatic clearinghouse or federal wire account to withdraw funds from your Coinbase account, and it could take up to 2 business days for the transaction to clear. With the new Coinbase PayPal service, you can now move your funds instantly for free. Here's the 2-step process. Sign into Coinbase and link your PayPal account to your Coinbase account. Select your PayPal account as a payment option when withdrawing your cash balance to move your funds instantly. Okay. Alan Osgood said Coinbase launched the service in response to customer demands for an open financial system. We believe that means more than just owning cryptocurrency, he explained. It means having the flexibility to use it how and when you want. This integration is a big step forward in realizing that vision, allowing you to smoothly and instantly transfer your funds to cash. While the service is currently only available in the United States, Coinbase plans to roll it out in more countries in 2019. Coinbase and Circle are making moves in DC. While Bitcoin enthusiasts know Coinbase primarily as a cryptocurrency exchange and brokerage giant, the company is quietly making moves behind the scenes to promote mainstream crypto adoption. In September 2018, a pro-crypto lobbying group was launched in Washington, D.C. by three of the biggest cryptocurrency companies in the United States: Coinbase, Circle, Digital Currency Group. We have been very active with Congress with policymakers. There's a lot of engagement, said Jeremy Allaire, the co-founder of Circle, a crypto unicorn with a $3 billion valuation. The move signals that the virtual currency industry is taking concrete steps to promote mainstream adoption by becoming power players in the U.S. Capitol. Lobbying isn't sexy or hip, but that's how things get in politics, so it's pretty effective. A week after the lobbying group launched, 3 bills were introduced in the U.S. Congress designed to support the development of crypto and blockchain, the technology behind Bitcoin. The 3 bills were resolution supporting digital currencies and blockchain technology, Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act, Safe Harbor for Taxpayers with Forked Assets Act. Republican Congressman Tom Emmer, who is co-chairman of the Congressional Blockchain Caucus, I think I remember covering that. They created a Congressional Blockchain Caucus, urged the United States to prioritize the development of blockchain and create an environment that will enable the private sector to lead on innovation. I like that. Let me open that up for later read. This is an exciting time for blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, said Congressman Emmer. Legislators should be embracing emerging technologies and providing a clear regulatory system that allows them to flourish in the United States. That is true. I agree with that. But this is making me change my strategy just a little bit. And good morning, Lashana. Having fun out in Vegas. Now, my problem with Coinbase is that they're too big. They've already made a deal with the IRS because they lost the court case. You do transactions with Coinbase, the IRS knows you're in the crypto space, especially if you're doing more than, $30,000? They have to, by law, report you. So you have to make sure you're reporting your taxes. My only problem with that is that the IRS, I know they're not going to stop right there. They're going to try to take your wallet address and see what other accounts that address is tied to. Where have you sent money using that address, and try to connect the dots? My also other problem with Coinbase is that when things start getting crazy on the market and you're trying to buy and sell and move stuff, they have in the past all of a sudden frozen access. You can't log in, or you can't sell, or you can't move. And when you're dealing with a volatile market where you need to do things kind of fast, and them shutting you down for 2 days or a day, you can lose a whole lot of money in that process. They've done it multiple times, which is why I say never hold your money on Coinbase. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't improve. This is one big major improvement. So if I were to use the service, I would only use it, for example, if I want to move money into my bank account and avoid having it come directly, and I can use PayPal. So let's say, for example, if I had a steady flow of Bitcoin coming in from a source like KGX, I would have it sent to my Coinbase account. And then from there, immediately move into PayPal. Not sit on it, not use Coinbase to trade, but as a way to move it into PayPal, because then I can do whatever I want from PayPal. And none of the banks will be flagged on where that money came from. Now that's a big benefit.
So I'm going to have to think on that a little bit more, because I am not disillusioned with like Uphold. Uphold has to follow the same thing that PayPal is doing, but I had no problems with Uphold either. We'll see. And I think if Uphold's a competitor, they're probably going to do the same thing. If Uphold does the same thing, then I can still avoid Coinbase. All right. What was this other article here? Congressional Blockchain Caucus. Okay, where's the article? It's just a name, Congressional Blockchain. U.S. lawmaker introduces 3 pro-cryptocurrency. Oh, okay. There's 4 articles about this. Oh, I need to bookmark this then. Anytime information comes out about the Congressional Blockchain Caucus, it's going to pop up here. All right, so let's bookmark. Yeah, I'll bookmark that. So in the past, let's see. Well, they've been around since 2006. Oh, no, they're just covering anything in the news. U.S. Congress sees a bipartisan caucus for Bitcoin and blockchain. September 26, 2016. February 10, 2017, Congressional Blockchain Caucus launches in Washington. September 11th, this U.S. Senate candidate will take your Bitcoin for campaign donations. September 21st, U.S. lawmaker introduces 3 cryptocurrency bills to Congress. Okay, I'll save that for later use. And the last article for this morning. Michael Williams said, my phone heard you say PayPal, and now you get notifications. Isn't that how funny that is? Big brother's always listening. Bitcoin's fair market price is $14,800. This I agree with. If you take away the futures and the institutions that's manipulating the market, the price of Bitcoin right now will be $14,800. It's being manipulated. So let's see what Tom Lee has to say. Cryptocurrency bull Tom Lee says Bitcoin's dismal price of roughly $3,400 is wrong because its actual fair market value is $13,800 to $14,800. The Fundstrat founder said he made the assessment by considering the number of active wallet addresses, usage per account, and supply metrics. Oh, okay, this is interesting. I never thought to look at it this way, so I'm going to learn something new. Fair value is significantly higher than the current price of Bitcoin, he wrote in a note, as reported by Bloomberg. In fact, working backwards to solve for the current price of Bitcoin, this implies crypto wallets should fall to 17 million from 50 million currently. Lee said Bitcoin's price going forward will depend on mainstream acceptance of the cryptocurrency as an asset class and growing consumer adoption. He also insisted that Bitcoin's fair market value would easily rocket to 150,000 if BTC wallets approach just 7% of Visa's 4.5 billion account holders. Keep that in mind. If Bitcoin just got 7% of Visa, that's $150,000 a coin. Knowing that the price is $3,100 a coin right now, and that one day the sucker might get to $200,000 plus per coin, this is the time to get and stash as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. While Lee has made countless headlines for his Bitcoin price targets, he refused to give one this time, saying he's getting annoyed with everyone's pathological obsession with mundane daily price fluctuations. You see that? The big boys don't care about the price right now. They're not looking at the daily price. We are tired of people asking us about target prices, he quipped. Despite the bear market, Lee remains ever bullish about the future of the cryptocurrency industry as we head into 2019, as evidenced by his gleeful holiday tweet with the Rockettes. 4 weeks ago, Lee doubled down on his year-end prediction, a year-end Bitcoin price target of 15,000, saying, the current market downturn is an awkward transition that will pass. I agree that it will pass. I don't think it's going to hit 15K by the end of this year. Lee said the next big trend, which is just around the corner in early 2019, is institutional investors making giant leaps into crypto. I agree, but I do not think that that's what's going to turn the market around. If anything, that might push the market price down. Why? They're not actually buying Bitcoin. They are betting for or against it on futures. So they could put as much money in on the futures as they want, and it's not going to affect the price of Bitcoin because they're not actually buying Bitcoin. You guys understand how that works? If someone asked me that, Brandon, I don't understand. If all these whales with all this money is snapping up in the crypto Bitcoin stuff, why is it that the prices are going up? Because they're not actually buying Bitcoin. They're putting money in the space through contracts and futures. There's a difference there. Then you have the ETFs, would be exchange traded funds. You know, before crypto, I didn't know any of that stuff. I didn't know what those terms meant. That's stock market stuff. I learned a lot since crypto. To facilitate institutional investments, BACT, which will facilitate Bitcoin futures trading, is scheduled to launch on January 24th. Bitcoin futures trading is not buying Bitcoin. BACT will provide custody and price discovery for Bitcoin, which is regulated as a commodity by the CFTC, in a way that will prevent market manipulations and fraud. Really? We'll see. Unless they're the ones who's going to manipulate it themselves also. Similarly, NASDAQ, the world's second largest stock exchange, also plans to launch a Bitcoin futures product in the first quarter of 2019, as CCN reported. So the race is on. So we already have the Chicago Board, CBOE. We've got the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Those two launched futures last year. Now we got bigger ones, NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange doing the same thing and backed. So Roger Ver says crypto's future is brighter than ever. I agree with him. Tom Lee's bullish outlook was echoed by Roger Ver, an early Bitcoin enthusiast and Bitcoin Cash evangelist. Last week, Ver said that the long-term future of cryptocurrency is brighter than ever. Ver, a polarizing figure who has been hailed as Bitcoin Jesus by some and lambasted as Bitcoin Judas by others, dismissed skeptics' claims that the frequent hacks in the crypto ecosystem prove that crypto is a magnet for con artists. I agree with that statement. Ver clapped back by saying the hacks and repeated attempted hacks are actually bullish signals that cryptocurrency is here to stay for the long term. He says the high-profile hacks merely underscore that virtual currencies are valuable. That's true. I mean, you think about it. A thief ain't going to break into your house unless you have valuable something to take. You ain't got nothing in your house, thief ain't breaking in. I like that analogy. He says the high-profile hacks merely underscore the virtual currencies are valuable. The fact that hackers are trying to hack it shows it's worth something, Bear reasoned. If it wasn't worth anything, hackers wouldn't be wasting their time trying to hack it. That's true. Mike Novogratz, the founder of Galaxy Digital Holdings, is also unfazed. You see that? Another billionaire, unfazed by the state of the crypto market today. Revolutions don't happen overnight, he said. You know why? These guys were around when the information age, internet revolution took place. Do you know 95% of all crypto companies, all internet-based .com companies from the 90s failed? Did that kill the internet? No. It's going to be the same thing with crypto. 90% or more of all those crypto companies are going to fail. Does that mean it's a scam? It's a Ponzi? It's going to crash? No, this is the earliest. Everybody's trying to figure it out. That's why I'm excited about where we are with KGX. We're still here after almost a year when most companies are not. Soon we will be longer than what BitConnect was doing. BitConnect lasted 1 year. Does understand that? Novogratz predicts that 2019 will be a watershed year because big things are happening behind the scenes to prepare for a major explosion. You see that? Didn't I say that? See, I say that the infrastructure is being built behind the scenes. That's why I go to these blockchain expos. I'm able to see the development. What's going on? What are the nerds doing? What are they preparing for? And it is bigger than it's ever been, much bigger than it was in London as far as the development. And that was what, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, a 7-month swing. Huge difference. And when that infrastructure is in place, that's when the rubber band's going to snap back. So he's saying the same thing. He said big things are happening behind the scenes to prepare for a major explosion. The former Goldman Sachs partner says institutional FOMO, fear of missing out, will drive the market up as cryptocurrency assets gain more mainstream acceptance and traditional finance players hop on the crypto bandwagon. In your face, naysayers. Here's a flashback to some quotes about inventions that were initially dismissed that later went on to change the world. There is no reason anyone would want a computer in their home. Ken Olsen, a computer pioneer, said that. Apple is already dead. Nathan Myhrvold, former Microsoft CTO, said in 1997, Apple is already dead. Airplanes are interesting toys, but of no military value. Ferdinand Foch, French general. Online shopping, while entirely feasible, will flop. Time Magazine, 2000. That's why I don't listen to critics. And why you need to be educated yourself so you can see past all this BS. I mean, are these credible people and sources? Yes. Ken Olsen, Microsoft, French general, Time Magazine. And guess what? They were wrong, on the wrong side of history. This is the newest technology and the biggest to hit the planet. It ain't going anywhere. I don't care what the price of Bitcoin is. If anything, we have been handed a gift with Bitcoin being so cheap right now. For those of you that take advantage of it. And here's the best way, if you're part of KGX, build your business, make that money, and use that money to buy your Bitcoins and your crypto coins. That's what you do. When you have no resources to go and buy a bunch of Bitcoin, you can hustle for it right now while it's cheap. Speaking on that, I will be doing a KGX special training today at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's not going to be here. It's going to be on kgxglobal.info. Let me put that in the chat box. www.kgxglobal.info. That is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. So I'll be back for that one. I have not took my foot off the gas for 2018. This year is not over yet. A lot can happen over the next few weeks in a short period of time. So with that, thank you guys for joining. I will see you in a couple of hours, 2.5 hours to be exact, for our training. Hope you learned something new. I did. As always, that is the point. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.